is your command, Megatron?
You are to stay behind. I entrust Cybertron to you, Shockwave.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron shall remain as you leave it.
Excellent!
Folks, welcome back to Magnus's Loot Crate. I'm your host, as always, Magnus Deacon. Now, folks, today we are taking a look at the MS-B32 Spock. Live long and bow to the Decepticons. Why not? But folks, I think it's time for us to go ahead and dive right into it. So folks, here we have Magic Square's Spock in his clamshell. As you can see, it's pretty decently packaged. There's quite a few accessories in there, mostly spare hands that we'll show you when we get to the up close and personal. But folks, this is a decently packaged little bot. I know I say that a lot, but a lot of them are pretty decently packaged. As you can see, most of the bigger parts come in the clamshell itself. You got a typical bag of accessories to have all things that you may or may not need for your figure. And of course, I like seeing the packaging. I don't know why. It's just one of those things, but the packaging is kind of part of the enjoyment. And when you first lay eyes and lay hands on it, that's the way you go. So folks, let's go ahead and take him out of that clamshell, stick him on the turntable, and check out that bot mode.
I am Guardian of Cybertron. Megatron appointed me.
So folks, here is Spock in his bot mode on the turntable. Now, I have to say, he is definitely, for a Shockwave, and this is the first Legend scale Shockwave I've had that's look this nice. I like the way he looks. Now, I do have, I believe it's Bridge Watcher from Iron Factory. That was the only Shockwave available for a while till this guy came along. And I have to say, I'm definitely glad I picked this one up because he looks really nice in his bot mode. I'm kind of wondering what he looks like in his gun mode, to be honest with you, but he's definitely a darn sight better than the original Shockwave, which is a Radio Shack special until Hasbro got a hold of it. But folks, I have to say, we're going to have to take him off that turntable, stick him on the scale, and then head in for some of that good old-fashioned up close and personal goodness. Folks, let's get a little more up close and personal with MS-B32 Spock. Of course, you got the destruction manual, trading card front and back. Got several sets of hands, and that, of course, well, this I think is like a wrist piece because, well, he's got two of these. Of course, he's got two of the other kind for the lighter purple colored hands. So you can change out and make it look like his wrists are, the same as his hands, which is a nice touch. Of course, he's got closed fist hands. He's got the normal sort of claw grip hands. Got one salute hand. Of course, he's got the two variants of the gun hand that you can use. Also comes a little small version of himself. Little gun version fits right in his hand. Now this thing, I would guess, is supposed to cover his backpack, but I haven't figured out how to get it to fit, so I apologize for that now. I'd like to think this is a backpack cover, but like I say, I just couldn't get it to seem like certain pieces stuck out a little too far on the sides or on the edges, and that just... Now, I'm not even going to bother trying it with this one because it's a gimmick I don't really care about, but he does have this little yellow light and the battery that you can stick in it. The pointy end goes into the bottom of the light, naturally. He also comes with two of these. They're little hoses to go from his, partway down his forearm and right over here on his back. Well, why don't I just show you? Because, folks, here he is. MS-B32 Spock M7. There he is. I have to admit, he's pretty good looking. He's pretty nice and hefty too. At least he feels that way. I haven't really weighed him yet, but you've already seen the scale, so. I definitely like the way he looks, and here's what I was talking about. The right here on his back, so up here on his forearm, that's where the little tubes go. He's got two, I guess, just in case you lose one, maybe. But folks, that is it for the up close and personal. Let's go ahead and transform him up. Take a look at that alt mode.
Wrong, Autobot! Not unless you can fly.
So folks, finally, here we have Spock on the turntable in his gun mode. That freaky, futuristic laser gun that Shockwave always was. Now folks, I'm going to have to say, this definitely looks really, really good as far as Shockwave figures have gone past and present. I'm kind of wondering if, New Age is coming out with theirs. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to top this. This might be a tough act to follow, because they do like to wait until Magic Square puts theirs out and then throw theirs up for grabs. But folks, I'm definitely digging the way this one looks, and it definitely is. I think it was worth picking up, to be completely honest with you. I wasn't too thrilled with the gimmicks and all that stuff, but the interchangeable hands are always nice, so you can put them in a different pose every now and again. And it's always a welcome sight to see, just something to try to spice it up. But folks, that is it for MS-B32 Spock. Let's head in for some of my inane ramblings, and then we'll finish off with the good old final verdict. But folks, that is it. Magic Square MS-B32 Spock. Folks, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you know somebody who'd like to see this video, send it to them. Be sharing. Sharing is caring. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this particular bot. Check out the description for my merch store, my social media, all that stupid stuff. And folks, I will see you next time.
Has the Imperial Magistrate reached a verdict? I have.
Find these figures and more at the ShowZ store. Links in the description.